Welcome to LyFiveElements, where we are dedicated to sharing the wisdom of traditional Chinese metaphysics with the world. Our mission is to teach complex subjects like the 4 pillars of destiny, also known as Bazi, Qi Feng Shui, and more, in simple, easy to understand English. Subscribe and share our content to help spread this ancient knowledge. Your support is what drives us forward. We also offer personalized one-on-one consultations to guide you on your metaphysical journey. Feel free to leave a comment or contact us directly for more information. Thank you for being part of our community. Hello everyone, I'm Arvin. Welcome to our intermediate course on Bazi analysis. Today, we are at the intermediate course, lesson 11, a summary of the previous lessons. Alright, by this point, after our first 10 lessons, you should be able to read at least 5 things from a chart. Let's go over what you can do now. First of all, you should be able to look at someone's childhood surroundings, the buildings, the environment they grew up in, and get a sense of how that shaped them early on. Then there's the timing of wealth and prosperity. You should have a feel for when someone's good fortune or financial luck might kick in, not just whether they will have it. Next, remember the idea of incomplete 5 elements. If something's missing or too weak, it often points to certain health issues, or maybe a flow in life that doesn't move as smoothly as it should. We also talked about dryness and dampness. That balance or imbalance can show potential obstacles, disasters, or even the general condition of the body. And don't forget yin and yang. When they are balanced, life tends to go more smoothly. When they are not, it can show whether someone has a fiery, ambitious side or a more gentle, preserving nature. Then there's the 10 gods. When they are not in balance, it tells you where a person might have gaps in their personality or areas of weakness in their destiny. You can also look at the ratio of favorable to unfavorable elements to see how much good fortune someone's working with all overall. Basically, how easy or hard life might feel for them. And finally, the 12 life stages. This helps you figure out when things will really happen, like what ages or periods of life are best for big achievements or breakthroughs. Now let's open a Bazi chart and take a look. This Ji represents the southeast direction, where there is a depression and a river. Chou in the countryside signifies an ancestral grave, though in the city it would not carry that meaning. And Ting symbolizes a lamp, but since every household has one, it's not particularly noteworthy. Zi water refers to small bodies of water, perhaps a drain or a narrow ditch. Mao represents flowers and plants, located in the northwest direction, possibly indicating potted plants or flowers on a balcony. You should gradually summarize and highlight only the most accurate symbols, just 1 or 2 that stand out as the most fitting. For instance, Bing represents the sun, round, fiery, and bright, because fire corresponds to the kitchen, with its red flames and round stove. It's highly likely the kitchen is situated in this sector. Simply select the precise correspondences while worth mentioning. There's no need to elaborate on all 8. Even a single clear point will suffice. Let's look at when a person becomes wealthy. We'll still use this Bazi case as an example. First, we'll distinguish whether the day master is strong or weak. The day master is Bing fire. born in the month of Chou. Fire gives birth to earth, which drains the pink fire. It only has support from one thing fire in the heavenly stems. And from Mao wood in our branch. So we judge it as weak. In the chart, the hour stem, Sin metal, and the 10 gods in Chou contains direct wealth. This wealth is neither too strong nor too weak. It's moderate. Now, when does a weak day master become wealthy? Only when it becomes strong. Look at age 30 onwards, entering Jia Xu major luck cycle. Jia wood gives birth to fire, making the day master stronger. Then, picking a specific year, in Geng Wu year, Wu fire supports the fire again, and Geng metal represents indirect wealth. We can conclude that in this year he makes money, because a weak day master must first become strong, supported by resource or companions, before he can create wealth. This is another matter we can determine. Next, look at which element appears the most. In this Bazi, there are 2 earth, 2 fire, and 2 water. No element is excessive, and the 5 elements are relatively balanced, so we won't make any special judgments. This is because incomplete 5 elements indicate potential health issues in certain parts of the body. What does this mean? Later, we will go into a detailed discussion of illnesses, as illnesses carry a lot of information. If any one element is excessive, it also indicates potential health problems. Let's find a Bazi with an excessive element to analyze. Let's randomly pick another Bazi, one with an excessive element. Look at this Bazi. Earth is excessive. When Earth is excessive, it indicates illness. Earth represents the spleen and stomach, so the person's digestion is weak. Earth counters water, and water represents the kidneys, so his kidneys are also weak. Too many or incomplete elements indicate potential health issues in corresponding parts of the body. You can describe their health this way. If an element is lacking, that area may have problems. Also, when the flow of the 5 elements is unbalanced, it can create obstacles in daily life. Dryness and moisture balance can show whether one's life will have more disasters or more obstacles. For example, if fire is too strong, it indicates a reckless and irritable personality, and the person is more prone to trouble. If water is excessive, it shows poor circulation of qi and blood, meaning the person will face many obstacles. Excessive fire can also lead to a tendency to get heated physically, while excessive water indicates heavy dampness in the body. What about yin-yang balance? More yang pillars suggest someone is likely to succeed and is suited for entrepreneurship, while more yin pillars suggest someone prefers stability and managing inherited business. For girls, too many yang pillars may indicate a very strong, overly assertive personality. It's better for girls to have more yin. For boys, more yang is favorable. If a boy has too many yin pillars, he may be overly soft or delicate, which is not ideal. The imbalance of the 10 gods reflects deficiencies in personality and destiny. If a 10 god is missing, certain aspects of their character will be lacking. Different 10 gods represent different personality traits, as we discussed in previous lessons. Missing a 10 gods means the person's character will lack something. The ratio of favorable versus unfavorable elements in one's life also reflects how much good luck they will have. The 12 life stages can show what achievements a person may attain and at what ages. For example, some people may never reach the stages of youth, authority or prestige, and all of this can be analyzed and interpreted. Today, I would like to share a few conditions that determine whether someone can learn the I Ching well. First, if a person's chart contains auspicious stars, such as Tai Chi Nobleman, Heavenly Doctor, and Noble Canopy Star, it shows that they have an interest in metaphysics and the I Ching. Tai Chi represents curiosity. Such a person is fascinated by UFOs, Qigong, philosophy, and all kinds of mysterious subjects, including the I Ching. Tianyi indicates a liking for medicine as well as metaphysics. Noble Canopy Star suggests affinity with religion and also an interest in metaphysics. These three signs indicate whether someone has the inclination or not. If you genuinely like it, then even without natural talent, you can still learn it well. But if a person has no interest, no matter how much you force them, they won't learn. Second, if the earthly branches in the chart include Chen, Xu, Chou, or Wei, Chou corresponds to Buddhism. Wei corresponds to Taoism. Chen and Xu represents other religions. It refers to outside religions such as Christianity, Jesus, Islam, and similar faiths. It can also include certain local deities worshipped in different regions. Whichever palace these characters appear in indicates which family members are likely to have religious beliefs. Let's continue with the same Bazi chart as before. The year branch and month branch are both Chen, which represent the mother's palace. Since Chen belongs to the category of other religions, this indicates that his mother has a religious belief, or that there are people in his mother's family who practice religion. This is 100% accurate. Sometimes when you see Chou or Wei, you can directly interpret them as Buddhism or Taoism. But based on my experience, this is only about 80% accurate. If you cannot determine clearly whether it's Buddhism, Taoism, or other religions, you can simply conclude that someone in his family has a religious belief, and that will be correct. Another point, some people may not have Chen, Xu, Chou, or Wei in their natal earthly branches, but you should then look at their luck pillars and annual luck. For example, let's say this person has Chen in his chart. This indicates that his mother's family has religious beliefs. Later, when he enters a Wei luck pillar, since Wei corresponds to Taoism, he will definitely form a connection with Taoism. He may meet Taoist practitioners and he may even adopt Taoism himself. Similarly, when he encounters a Chou luck pillar, he might encounter people from Buddhism and establish a karmic bond with Buddhism. So even if the natal chart itself doesn't contain Chen, Xu, Chou, or Wei, once these appear in the luck pillars, religiously related events can still happen. Some people may actually find their faith during such luck cycles. Therefore, you should apply this knowledge flexibly. If a person has religious beliefs, they are also more likely to believe in metaphysics and the I Ching. Whether or not a chart contains indirect resource makes a difference. Indirect resource represents strong comprehension and the ability to draw inferences from one example to another. If someone does not have indirect resource, their understanding tends to be weaker. There is also a saying, no one is more intelligent than the hurting officer, and no one is more quick-witted than the 7 killings. This cleverness and quick wit also indicate the capacity to learn I Ching well. I Ching God represents eloquence. A person who lacks I Ching God may learn the knowledge well, but will not be good at expressing it. For those without indirect resource, hurting officer, or 7 killing, the learning process will be more difficult. They should focus on writing more notes, doing more memorization, and using diligence to compensate for their shortcomings. Those who do not have I Ching God should listen more to how others make judgments and build up their own experience. People with indirect resource, hurting officer, or 7 killings are particularly flexible. After learning, they can adapt their words to different people and situations, and summarize insights with agility. Without I Ching God, however, it is especially important to listen carefully to others' methods and accumulate experience for oneself. What is the essential culture core of Taoism? It is to always believe that something beautiful is about to happen. You must believe in yourself. If you believe you can, then you surely can, and no one else has the power to control your life. Today is a summary of the previous 10 lessons that we had. I believe that after completing the first 10 lessons, you should at least be able to make 10 accurate judgments. Only then can it be said that you have truly studied well. If you cannot even make 5, it simply shows that you have not studied well enough. As long as you apply yourself seriously, you will certainly be able to master it. A final note, as the intermediate course progresses, the content is progressively getting more detailed, so it is getting longer to create the videos. There are an estimated 50 lessons for the intermediate course, so please stay tuned. Don't miss out. Hit subscribe and share to join us on this incredible journey of discovery. Your support fuels our passion to keep creating. Any questions or need personalized guidance? Leave us a comment or get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for being part of the LyFiveElements family. If anything is unclear, feel free to drop a comment below. I would love to discuss and explore these topics with you. And for those of you who want to understand your path to chart but find the learning process too complicated, you can always message me for a one-on-one consultation. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Your support truly motivates me to keep sharing this knowledge. See you in the next lesson.